And so now this is the video where I talk about like Jesus, seeing Jesus, the rapture, aliens, a fake rapture, and I think that's it from what I've gotten, from what God has told me. Also about the president. And then I also have a message for like the LGBT community that when I was writing down all the stuff in my notebook, God poured that upon me basically to say this. And so basically, this is really just all my miscellaneous stuff that can go everywhere. So basically, man. So basically, I'm gonna be going everywhere. So just pay attention. Bear with me. A while ago, I had a dream about. I'm assuming this was. Hold on. Basically, I had a dream that I think this was after the rapture happened. Basically, after the rapture happened, it was just this war going on with reptilians, demonic creatures. I've actually seen those, unfortunately. And basically, I had a dream, I had a vision of basically of these reptilians. They were invading Earth, and people were panicking and everything. There were disasters. There was natural disasters going on. There was floods. There wasn't tsunamis. There was floods, and basically there was lava. And in one of the dreams, I remember it was weird how it happened. But in one of the dreams, in that dream, not in one of the dreams, in this dream specifically, these reptilians were terrorizing people, and people were afraid and running and panicking and don't know what was happening. And literally, these things were afraid of the Bible. I found that very interesting. And they were afraid of the Bible. And it was weird. They were like stowing away Bibles. They were hiding the Bible. They were afraid of the Bible, but they were still terrorizing people because they didn't want people to literally know what the Bible was capable of. Because if you actually knew what the Bible itself was capable of, well, we wouldn't be in the situation that we're in now. So that and that really and that's really it. In terms of aliens, again, I had a dream. Basically, this is something I had when I fell out with a friend. I got to talk about that person later. But basically, I had a dream that a friend that I knew personally was in an internment camp. Was in an internment camp, and he was talking about after the rapture happened, and this person abandoned their faith. This person, he was talking to a woman, and literally he was sitting on one bench, and then across from him, this was so demonic. It terrified me. It creeped me out. Basically, there were gray aliens, and basically the gray aliens were sitting across from him, and they started. One of them smiled. It did this smile, and it started tapping on the table, and it started like, hold on, what my finger is doing. It started it started doing that, and it started smiling, and it had black eyes. It was a gray alien, and literally it skips after my friend talks about the rapture and everything, And then the next thing I know, I see gray aliens, and I see a gray alien literally leading an army of demons or people. I think it was both, either or. And this gray alien was tall, and it basically ate people. It had human souls. I could see through its stomach, and it had no heart, it had no soul, and I could see its intestines, and it literally was the souls of people that it's eaten, and it was commanding the army. And so that's really yeah. So there's that. What else is there? I saw that, and then I keep having these dreams about Obama. I said in my first two original videos that no, Obama isn't the Antichrist, but now I'm actually starting to recall that and take that back. I know his name means lightning and all this other stuff, but it's really starting to bug me because I'm actually very his face is starting to pop up in my dreams. I remember I was in a car and an SUV. I was in an SUV and I was in a car, and Donald Trump and Joe Biden were in the front, and Obama told them to get out. You know, they got out, and he said it politely. They got out, and we're sitting in the car, and Obama opens his mouth, and literally, I look inside his mouth, and there's literally skeleton, like, it's something you see like in anime. I watch anime a lot, or in comic books or something. And basically, I looked into the back of his mouth, his throat, and basically, there were dead human souls that were screaming. You know, like how you see skeletons of dead human souls and whatnot. And so there's that. Then I had a vision of after the rapture happened. This involves Obama again. After the rapture happened, literally, Obama is on stage explaining to people what happened, and people, are listening to him because it's Obama. They trust Obama. They still put their faith in people. And literally, as he's explaining, I'm sitting in the back row, and he takes his face off. He literally takes his face off. And it's like the Simpsons episode where Homer Simpson reveals the face of the two politicians. It's a famous episode. And they're reptilians. And literally, as soon as Obama took off his mask, it was a reptilian. And when I had that dream that night, this was a while ago, I had that dream that night. Literally, this actually never happens to me when I have dreams and visions from God. I'm right-handed. My right hand literally moves itself, and I cover my eyes, because if I would have actually saw what I saw in my dream, I would have had a heart attack. I would have died in my sleep. And I've actually seen these things, these reptilians, before in person, but they all look different. So there's that. I had a dream of recently about Obama, and basically I was sitting at a table with God, and then Obama's sitting at the table, and he's smiling, he's chuckling, he's laughing, being maniacal, but he's being childish about it. And only thing is I can really say about that dream is that he was giving off Antichrist vibes, very demonic energy from that person. And so that's really it with that one. And then in terms of, I actually forgot to mention this, actually, oh my God. There's a dream in terms of the rapture. My friend had a dream, and he told me, because one of my gifts, I can also My gifts is dreams, interpretations, and tongues, and all that other stuff. My friend told me he had a dream, and he had a dream that he was at a mall, and it was these police officers, it was these military people, and it was him and all these other people that were being held captive and whatnot, and there were dinosaurs roaming around, and I'll get into that, interpret that in a minute. And then literally he told me that there's this thick Asian lady that came to save him, and every time she opened the sword, it was like something from anime. She literally, every time it literally came to killing the dinosaurs, it literally, she would pray and bless her sword, take it out, and she would slay them, which goes into the superpowers that I talk about. And then I interpreted for him, and I told him that means you got left behind. You being, in a mall, it represents you basically got left behind. The dinosaurs could literally mean demons, or they could literally mean, actual dinosaurs, because the government, the devil, whatever, the Illuminati, whatever you want to call them, are actually cloning dinosaurs. And so that lady could literally represent like an angel, the 144,000, or just an individual that has superpowers, and had God on their side. So I want to say that. So there's that. And then what else is there? Man, oh my God. I saw Jesus unexpectedly one day. This is months ago. 2 months ago, I saw Jesus unexpectedly in one of my dreams. And basically, he literally looked like it was in Revelation 13, or is it 23? It was in Revelations. I don't want to misquote that, but in Revelations it depicts him on a white horse, and it depicts him, with the crown and everything. And unexpectedly, it was in the evening around 3 or 4. I didn't pray that day. I normally pray before I go to sleep late at night. But basically, literally, I saw him face to face. I see Jesus all the time now. Well, now, but at that time, it wasn't like that. Literally, I see him on a white horse and an all white background, but his face, there's like a black box around his face, because you're not supposed to know. Nobody really knows what he really looks like, and that's really like the whole point. But I saw him with the crown on his head, on a white horse with a sword in his hand, and how basically the horses, they get on, like they lift into the air, basically. I forgot what it's called. The horse was doing that, and Jesus was ready to come. And literally, after that, it skips, and it's in first person. So like in video games, first person. And literally, he's coming down to the earth, and the clouds open up. He's coming down to the earth, and next to him are the 144,000. I didn't specifically see what they looked like, but I just saw a bunch of white horses basically in the clouds coming down the earth, and they were ready to wage war on the devil. And then that was it. Yeah. And it was all these white horses coming down the earth. And at the time, I've read Revelations, but I don't memorize Bible verses. I'm the type of person, like, I'm not fake. I read something, and then, I either remember it or I don't. And basically, I saw that description of Jesus, literally word for word for Jesus. And it actually blew me away. And then that, I haven't got anything recently. I'm actually done. And I gotta make another video, and I'll probably do that tomorrow on Friday. But I have to say this. If you've gotten this far, if you watched all these videos, well, watch my next video, because my video is at like 15 something minutes. But I have an important message for the next video. So, yeah, I'm done with this one, and I'm going on to the next one.